viewers back in the day as well. I know my history, but reality of the situation is Dogdom is your best carry with how it's looking right now. And I think playing around him predominantly is going to be the safest and best way to try for you to get anything done in this series. Because giving Ruler as big a lead as he had, it hasn't even been the difference maker. But it's still bad. We gotta see a swap up here.
Yeah, this is the problem. Gen G have so many avenues that they can carry through, right? It's Chovy sometimes, it's Doran sometimes. Peanut can also take that role, and Doran, in the off occasion, is able to find that split pusher to win the game, right? Like, this is a squad where you can't just isolate one and then expect that to be enough.
Exactly.
As Damonki are going with very similar bans to their Game 2 draft, which was Aphelios, Lee Sin, and Ryze taken away. So far, the Aphelios and the Ryze have been removed. Zeri, TF for Gen G on the red side. Could be a Caitlyn as that final ban, as the Lee Sin could come through here for Damwon, unless they want to first pick it. We'll see what they do decide to ban away. As of course, Karma still up and available. And Showmaker having a bit of a giggle, so he is going to ban the Karma.
Okay. Kate or Hecarim going to Damwon here.
Yeah,
Lee
one of the two.
might be another one. With the priority that has been put on the champion. Could also see Damwon go for that. So Gen G expecting them to say, we ban the Caitlyn, and then we get either Hecarim or we get Lee. Both of those we're very happy with.
Yeah.
That's the direction that they are going to take.
So Hecarim, Lee Sin going to be the trade. Damwon thinking about just locking away the Jace, and they are going to pick that one up. So Lee Sin, Hecarim, Ahri. Lots of options here for Gen G. This is actually insane. There are just too many things to choose from. Gen G are overwhelmed with the amount of choice that they have.
Too much choice is a bad thing, Atlas.
No, well, I mean, it depends what the choices are.
Oh, it's hard for people, for everyone.
Yeah.
With too many choices. You know, you go to an ice cream store and there's like 50 of them.
Yeah.
I never know.
That was
Gen
like when I was getting career advice counseling in high school. It's just too many choices. You know?
And you ended up with the one where you talk about video games.
Yeah, first world problem.
Don't think that was recommended, as the Hecarim gets locked in again by Peanut, who had a wonderful game on this. Really big impact from start to finish. Actually able to both get a lead and snowball it reliably.
Well, this is actually really cute. Pick the Hecarim and then pick away the Xayah as the potential answer to it.
Yeah.
Of course, Ruler very good at the Xayah as well. Ziggs, Leona just going to be locked in there and there.
Yeah, that's...
We've seen, Jace, Ziggs comps are scary. These are compositions that, of course, T1 was running at Worlds. We saw work relatively effectively, I believe, into EDG in their first match, if I can cast my mind back correctly.
Now, there is an upside to this for Damwon Kia, and it's that their damage profile is a lot better, and I love this draft into Xayah already, right? Jace, Ziggs are both extremely strong, but it also ties into the larger overarching theme of the day, which has been Gen G. They don't need Ruler to carry. Everyone can carry, and Hecarim and Ahri are very, very strong at playing very far forward. And I wouldn't be surprised if Gen G says, Ruler, you're on your own, because we can play for any lane and win off of that. And we've literally seen this in this series where Doran got a lot of attention and then did monstrous amounts of damage on his Jace, which is also, I feel, one of the big reasons why it was picked up so early here. As Lee going to get banned away, expecting a Volibear ban as well, even though it's not immediately the champion to think of when talking about Canyon, has been one of the main answers into the Hecarim specifically.
Yep. I think that would make a lot of sense. The last ban for Damwon Kia, we'll see what they decide to take away. I'd like to see Gragas removed.
Agreed. I was about to say the same.
Yeah, just because Doran was so good at absorbing pressure in the last game. Yes, he died over and over again, but you'll always have the cask. You'll always have that extra value. And LeBlanc taken off the board here by Gen G, denying that answer from Showmaker. Pick that he is very, very comfortable on. Of course, Vex still available if Showmaker wants to play it. Could go for all sorts of different options as well. I mean, he could play Yasuo if he wants to. Not likely, but with a Ziggs, it does open the floor for potentially some AD mid laners. And remember, Showmaker has flexed the Jace into mid lane as well. So this is a flex pick for Damwon. if they want to use it. Nautilus going to be banned away. And a champion that's been ignored this entire series is Akali, and that is something that Damwon could pick and then flex it between top and mid.
I was about to say, hear me out.
Yeah, man.
Genji lock in Gragas here, and then Damwon swap the Jace towards mid, and then subsequently get themselves a good matchup for top. But Lahence's Yuumi has been notoriously strong, completely ceasing all forms of laning pressure, but that doesn't matter, you're playing into Ziggs Leona. But Hecarim Yuumi, Yuumi Ahri, these combinations can completely take over games. Damwon Kia gonna have to round out their draft here. Wouldn't even mind if they flex the Jace to mid and pick themselves up a Gragas. I think Gragas works wonderfully into the Gen G comp. Oh.
That is looking like it might be the case, as Renekton is going to come in. Another flex. Could still be going anywhere. I would prefer to see Renekton on the top side, and Renekton Italy to come through here as Canyon. If he's going out, it is going to be on the pick that he has a skin for. Of course, there is a couple of Damwon skin champions on their side this time around. Same can be said, though, for Gen G, as Ruler is going to be wearing his own as well. What is Lahen's going to lock away for Doran here? He's up against either Jace or Renekton. Big grin on his face. Let's see what this means for the decision-making, as Ornn will mean that they are lacking a little bit of damage, potentially, but is very good at absorbing pressure.
Cast your mind back to spring last year. Finals, Damwon versus Gen G.
Oh, God,
Damwon drafted a Renekton Italy comp, fell behind, won against Gen G regardless, and boomed them.
Yeah.
Right, like that, from that point on, the series was over. Not saying it's gonna happen here. This is a different Gen G, this is a different Damwon, but the parallels here are just too good.
It's absurd. Of course, the Renekton doesn't have a great matchup into the Ornn. The Jace doesn't have a great matchup into the Ornn. It's a fantastic pick here for Gen G. But I do kind of like what Damwon have put together here, right? It's another Ziggs draft, which I'm not super psyched on because I feel like it's sacking the lane a little bit, and Dokdam, I like to see when he's actually trying to outskill his opposition. Not really how this lane is going to function, but the damage range, the poke potential, the early game power of Renekton and Nidalee being able to be used in order to get them that early advantage. There are certain things that are kind of cool about how this Damwon draft works. It is certainly feeling fairly all or nothing, whereas Gen G's comp scales to infinity and beyond, and also just has so many key buttons. I mean, the Ornn Horn, the Onslaught of Shadows, the last chapter, as well as the Featherstorm that can be used for zone control as well, and then Chovy running amok. I mean, it's certainly going to be a thing to behold if Gen G make it to the late game.
Picking Renekton into Ahri, Xayah, and Yuumi is definitely a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what did you say earlier this night? Who did you compare Hoya to, Atlas? What was your... I'm just... If you missed it, who did you compare him to again?
His name's Morgan.
Yeah.
He is a lord.
And what does Morgan do?
Morgan plays Renekton.
And what does he do on Renekton?
Wins.
That's my case.
Man, you're a good lawyer.
I don't get a lot more. Because looking at the draft that we see here from Damwon Kia, there is obviously great setup in effectively every single lane. Mid isn't amazing, but top, bot, both have a wonderful amount of playmaking that can be done around Canyon. There should be prio in every single lane, even though Gen G, especially on that top side, is not going to actually be threatened, and I hope Damwon don't play for top, but don't do it. I know there's a Renekton there, but getting all behind does very little. It's very similar to what we saw in the previous game, and I truly believe that playing full Ziggs allows you to, if you can get off a couple of aggressive plays early on, you can track Peanut and then punish Ruler and Lance, which are basically playing a non-existing lane. That's a way. Yep, that's the way.
Canyon's starting this one pretty early.
Yep.
And Spear is going to miss, but still, it's a fair bit of damage. If Canyon can lock away this Gromp as well, he is going to be able to do so. Another Spear is going to miss, though. Peanut makes his way out. Showmaker getting aggressive onto Chovy, down to 200. Does have the Corrupting Potion to chew through, though.
And this is one of the core weaknesses of Nidalee, of the Hecarim rather, that is not often talked about.
Well,
He's really weak to invades. And with the prio that's available for for Damwon Kia rather, I don't think there's a lot that can be done. No.
Oh, are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
He takes a turret shot just to keep hunting Peanut down. He doesn't have his smite available, but he's just going to claim control of this camp.
Peanut's level 2!
He's level 2, he's not allowed to take anymore. His whole bottom side jungle is gone, and now Canyon's going to turn it into a gank onto Chovy?
Nice. No. He's making sure Peanut doesn't take his chickens.
Oh my god. That's brutal. Well, Peanut's going to do the full wraparound, look for his red buff.
No.
And guess what's going to happen? Guess who's going to be there?
Okay. Well, he still doesn't get his buff.
Well, maybe he gets his Krugs. What do you think, Chronicler? Does he get his Krugs? No. No, he doesn't.
This is Canyon's jungle.
Oh my god. Why did Peanut start on Canyon's jungle? Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do.
It's honestly disrespectful. That's what it is. And this is
this is just brutal.
Oh.
Oh
you know
my
what? When you talk about Renekton Nidalee comps, you're thinking about, no, don't cancel him.
Oh my god, he walks over, tanks up the whole minion wave. He's gonna crash another wave into the turret, and of course they can do this because the jungler doesn't exist. Oh my god. Well, you thought Doran had a bad time in the fourth game? Peanut is having the worst time in this game.
Peanut is level 2.
Yeah, it's 5 camps, and they were all his. There is one red buff that Canyon took this game.
No!
Docdom! Now
Leave him alone! I can
leave
hear
him
the audience
alone!
go,
I know, the groaning is coming in. And guess where Canyon's going? Is he going to his full topside jungle? Nah. He's heading back over here. Shock Blast is going to go wide. Chovy actually winning out on that trade quite nicely.
He's going to farm. He's going to kill him again.
Yeah, he's going to.
Or he's just at the very least get Gromp.
Yeah, he's just going to get Gromp.
Oh no!
Walk completely past the vision.
No, it's not going to stop.
So now the horse is just not allowed to do anything. Yeah, Peanut knew that this is the only camp he was capable of taking. He wasn't going to be able to walk up and take that Gromp, as he may not even be able to take these. As that didn't connect. Yes, Peanut's able to get all of these ones, but there's the flash forward. Peanut is level 3. The charm is going to connect though as Peanut makes it underneath the turret. The flash comes forward as Canyon is going to get the primal surge. Chovy is trying to chase them down. Their health bars are so low, but Showmaker comes into the skies and to the grave. And that is going to be the second kill for Damwon Kia. This is just rude and unusual.
If you are a jungler, this is your worst nightmare. This is what every jungler goes through one time when you're not paying attention and you're playing against in Italy, and then afterwards you go into OPGG and you look it up, and she has a 95% win rate over 20 games. Like, why am I playing against this? What have I done wrong? That's the feeling that Peanut's having right now, because honestly, he doesn't get to play the game. There is no collapse, there is no response possible, because you lose your 1v1. You are extremely weak, especially when put this far behind this early, and because every single lane has no prio, which generally is fine. Like, that's the whole thing. Generally, teams let you get away with it.
Yeah.
You never see this.
Well, we're seeing it now.
Oh my, that is just brutal.
It was.
So can you win 4 versus 5, even with a comp diff? That's the question of this game.
Well, we'll have to find out, as we're going to check this one out from Canyon's perspective. Wants to get the takedown, has that pounce, so we'll be able to get it. Oh,
Canyon!
Wally's just ruining the hopes and dreams of Gen G. He's just saying, Yeah. I can hear the Korean casters talking about it.
We got him. Yeah. Nice.
Well, we're looking to try and gank Doran here as Peanut is in position. Good little knock-up. Gets the flash in order to knock up Canyon as well. He was tanking up the turret as now Peanut gets under. If they're able to get this kill, it's absolutely huge, and they can, as Peanut gets the money back. That might have put Gen G back in this game.
It's going to help, at the very least. Overextension. We talked about this. Don't gank on.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Damon. And they did. Not in the game state that I was expecting, certainly, as Showmaker showing off his happy feet.
Yep.
And meanwhile, we get to take a look at bot lane before we
There was so much action that we didn't have to watch this bot lane matchup.
And we were all better for it.
Yes, we were. It was a great time. As this wave getting held by Doran. Very happy to do so. Lahen's going to rotate back over. Kellen moves in, spots out this control ward. Just making sure that Dr. is going to be okay. And okay, let's have a look at this one more time. This failed dive attempt from Doran's perspective.
He has every single summoner. He has cookies. He has a pot. There's just no way this works out.
This one not looking like it's working out either. As Dr. picks up that kill, the satchel is beautiful, and Canyon will secure the other one. Yeah, it's not the jungle. That is not your place, Gen G. You're not allowed to be in there. It's too scary. It's dark and dangerous.
And even with this lead, it's... Oh, you can't... Yeah, okay, Chovy can't die. They need to start getting objectives. Because as good as this is, as much as they're removing Peanut completely from the game... wait.
I love to keep from crying. As Peanut is going to be able to secure his chicken camp.
Is he?
Peanut is going to... He's not going to secure his chicken camp. Peanut is going to secure his... Peanut is going to secure... He is going to secure his Krugs. That is what's going to happen. Hoya is also getting plates here towards the top side. Demolish going to be utilized there. Did that shock blast just take 2 of them?
Yes.
I want to.
It's not good. No. And currently, 2.5k gold lead. The main issue is that with how this game has been going thus far, I don't see a scenario reasonably where Peanut ever makes it back into the game, right? So he's completely reliant on the rest of his team. And the rest of his team is scaling monstrously well.
Yeah.
As he might maybe hit 6 of this. No?
This is the jungle that he's allowed to take.
Yeah. Finally, he gets to farm a little bit.
Yeah. Canyon is actually taking his top side now, as Lahen's is going to attach to the horse.
But even with this surgical removal of Peanut, this in of itself is not enough. And I really want to reiterate that this is obviously a truly monstrous advantage that's being built here by Damon Kia. But if they don't turn it into objectives or into more than that, it might not be enough, as Canyon, who was a cucumber,
explaining his position to his teammates. And honestly, like, Doctor played this really beautifully. Congratulates the rest of his team. And you're exactly right. I don't think it is enough. Hoya just being singed here towards the top side. That is about as deep as you can go. Slinks back into his own jungle, as you can see. And is now in between an inner and an outer in the mid lane.
It's 1,600 gold in the jungle.
Yeah, no, it's absurd. Canyon also, with Rift Herald, is now looking to break open this mid-outer turret.
Very good.
Only gives them more access, right?
They have Ziggs.
Yeah, and able to actually move him up here as well. This is...
Oh my god.
This is just ridiculous from Damon Kia. When I first saw the draft, I thought, I didn't expect this.
Maybe they'll dive like twice.
Yeah. As Peanut trying to get out, he has to ulti in order to do it. It's going to be a second charge for Shirley as Doran dealing with Hoya towards his top side. But that is 2 turrets. Inner goes down. That means so much money. And Hoya doesn't actually press his Dominus button. Doran holds onto his ulti as well, as Ruler did get a plate on the bottom side. Yippee! But it's 4,000 gold to lead. Oh, even that back gets stopped. For game number 5 to be sitting on this this strategy, like, this was just...
This was not going to get pulled out, right? If there was not 100% necessity. Yeah, there we go. That's not been a successful combo.
No, it hasn't.
But we have seen no one pilot it like this. Well, the punish.
Yeah, Showmaker gonna flash. Final chapter is also gonna go wide, as now Canyon moving on over. Mega Inferno Bomb lands. Doran taking a bit of damage there. Solar Flare goes wide though. Damon Kia, I don't think that they've locked down enough in order to get any kills here towards the top side of the map, but it's the turrets. Yeah, and it's still 2 minutes before these plates fall down.
This is the crazy thing, and this is what we talked about previously. is that Ziggs, in situations like this, actually snowballs so well, and why I love playing for Ziggs lanes. And the lead that Dom, this is such a beautiful strategy, and executing it like this is just mind-boggling, because Gen G have been the better early game team in every single game that we played today. Everyone! It wasn't even close. It was always a gold lead for them. It was always them getting the better prio. Always them getting the plates. And this is, after 4 games, back and forth, up and down, a surgical dismantling that we're seeing here. A tailored draft with absurd amounts of prio. Canyon went proto belt as well.
Rocket Cat! The cat on a book is not quite as good as cat on a rocket, all right?
Honestly.
Well, he's got 6 stacks on the Dark Seal, so I'd expect that that one is likely to come through. Orbit Deception picks up the blue buff there for Chovy. Showmaker and Doctor Arm looking to get to work on their last remaining turret. And this is what we haven't seen from the Ziggs thus far, as Chovy going to throw out the ulti. Takes a shock blast to the face, though, as now Canny, if that had have hit, that's a dead Chovy. And it still may be, as Hoya was burning down, trying to get out of this fight. 5 versus 4 now. But still, Damonkia are just so powerful. And they are continuing to siege.
They can't save this turret. There's no way. It's not going to happen.
Well, this spear. Oh my god, Chovy. Good work. Not in the shop early or anything like that. As this pressure is absurd. Another satchel just to tidy up all of the plates. Every plate. 5 seconds now before they fall down, but they're not falling on Gen G's side. All of them have been secured. Look at these gold advantages. Oh my god. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of watching a classic parting game of StarCraft.
Wow.
Because he was probably one of the better cannon rushes. And when cannon rushes work, you don't feel good for the guy cannon rushing. If you're a fan of him, you still feel bad because his opponent is not allowed to play the game if it's played well.
Can't be done.
And this is kind of what it feels like. Well, I think Wolf will have to confirm. Wolf certainly has watched more parting play than me, but that's what it feels like.
We have the double StarCraft desk.
We do, we do.
Yeah.
And I'm the one making the StarCraft. I'm just definitely not as qualified as those gentlemen.
Okay. That's okay, Atlas. We still appreciate you.
Thank you.
Digging deep into esports history. And yeah, Gen G have a comp diff. When you're this far behind, does it matter? It should not. I don't think the Damonkia can endlessly misstep, but the gold lead that they've earned for themselves using this 6 extremely proactively also means that these scaling points that normally Gen G would kind of cruise toward in a composition like this might never come, right? Like, Lahens is still level 6.
Yeah.
And that's fine, because if you look, Doctor and Callan have been roaming so much, the actual CS numbers on Damon aren't even high. It's not about the experience, it's about the items. It's about the influx of gold that has been found by this Damonkia.
Oh god, and it's also an Infernal Soul. And so Damonkia get to shore up what could have theoretically been a late game problem by just getting a triple stack on this one, as Chovy is going to Spirit Rush forward, needs to land the charm to try and lock down Showmaker. Orbit Deception comes in, good knock up and good hold on the charm as well from Chovy.
Oh boy.
There's now Hoya. He's come in here, will get knocked up. Can Doran and Chovy actually manage to do this? Canyon's the raid boss as Peanut has come on over as well. Solar Flare connects onto the Fox Lady, but she's not going to fall down just yet. Mega Inferno Bomb to secure the kill onto the Ornn. They trade back 1 for 1. Looking a little bit worse for where are Damwon Kia, but they do still have Primal Surge, things like this in order to keep them healthy. 1 for 1 is not what you want though as Damwon. You want to continue to trade up in these situations. It's a thick 6,000 gold lead as, oh no.
No.
Yeah, Peanut's in Canyon's jungle again. As Prowling Projectile will connect, but Canyon just slinks his way out.
Even with a 1-for-1 trade, this is the key thing. Objectives need to keep going the way of Damonkia. As we'll pick up the second Herald here, and once the inners start falling, this form of Canyon is not something we've seen in a long time.
This is Canyon like picking up his sim saying, all right, I guess we'll go to the final. As Chovy is looking to try and punish him here. Spear will connect, and Canyon says, nah, mate, not this time. Flash takedown, that'll do it. That's a solo kill for the jungler onto Chovy. And if there's anything that epitomizes just how far ahead this jungler is, I don't know what does.
His own world skin he is sitting on. As we go to I don't know what that transition was.
Yeah.
But Showmaker, does get caught here. Requires the investment of a teleport. Really nice ward being set up there. And Happy Feet can't save you from Ornn, as that is just too much. Really like that Chovy holds the Charmer as well.
Yep, Doran's going to get taken down. This was the Jace Renekton combo onto the Ornn, who's just a little bit too far behind right now. Hasn't got the ornaments out just yet as Peanut. Oh, I don't know whether this is safety.
It's not.
As Ruler is going to get slowed down. Solar Flare is not going to land, but yeah, Ziggs going to help take down the horse. Zenith Blade also going to go wide, but it doesn't matter! Damonkia will just take down this inner turret. Canyon's going to move on over. Doesn't even need Shirley's help. She'll be employed for something else, I believe, as they could just break open the base right here, right now. 18 minutes into the game. This is an absolute slaughter that's been set up, and they don't need Shirley for this either.
It's a masterclass, honestly.
Yeah.
And when you talk about champions like Nidalee Renekton, we often do it. Oh yeah, they're good if they get the early game done. and then that almost never happens.
Yeah, but also we often talk about it in the context of ganking.
Yeah, you get a nice stack those waves,
Yeah,
get a dive.
You get such good lane
Yeah,
setup.
man, that's awesome. You can get some early. Maybe you get a Herald and a Dragon early on. That's great. Because the barrier, or the floor that's necessary mechanically to execute what we're seeing here from Kane as well is just extremely high. There's a reason why this champion is almost never picked in pro play. Although I'm sure seeing this, Owner's like, I want to do it as well, guys. Let me.
Well, I think Canyon did this to Owner in the regular season in like the one game that Damonkia won, but I'll need to be corrected on that one. I think, yeah, the early invade did happen.
The core thing, what we're seeing here for Damonkia is that Gen G's composition, when given a time, would always win this game. But often we forget that sometimes teams will just truly not give you the option. And I can't remember the last time I've seen a competitive game that was this decisive, this fast, and it's kind of wowing, and it's without a doubt the best game we've seen of Damonkia all year. Like it's not.
I mean, we're approaching like a 25-minute jungle flame horizon, which is just one of the most massive gaps I've ever seen. Solar Flare going to slow down Ruler. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to get the ulti out. As Canyon, he'll get stunned up, but there's just no follow-up. There's no opportunity. Shirley is looking to break down an inhibitor turret of all things. Now 20 minutes. Damonkia own the entire map. They started off with control of the enemy jungle, and now they have removed every single turret outside of Gen G's base. The only inhibitor for, oh god, Ruler taking 50% of his health.
Oh!
If Gen G win this game, I don't even know what to offer.
What's proportional?
Yeah, I'm like I'll eat my shoe, but like I don't even think that's good enough. I think I need to offer something more absurd than that.
Go bald.
I'll shave my head. Yeah, I will shave my head.
There we go. So no shoe eating, all right? I care about your stomach, Atlas.
Yeah, no shoe eating. I will shave my head.
Just the bald.
Yep.
All right. Save that. Save that, I do think.
I think it's about time for a new haircut as well. So I'm actually not super against it. I'm very scared of the change. So I'm kind of like hoping I don't have to, but
I'm sure you look ravishing. And also, if you're going to change your haircut, I don't think it will be based on this game. I don't see a scenario because Damonkia, it's so hard to find an out here. And you know me, I'm always looking for the upside. I'm always looking for the out.
There is actually one upside, and that is the fact that Gen G was able to get the first dragon. So Infernal Soul is not going to be coming around for quite some time, I guess.
It's 9k gold at 21 minutes.
Shut up. I'm trying to do the play-by-play thing.
And it's infernal.
Please continue watching this game, ladies and gentlemen. There is hugely a possibility for Gen G to make it.
Closing out this game is still hard because Gen G is an incredibly good team. And the fact that they got clapped this hard early game doesn't really change that. It's a testament to Dominant's ability to take an early game draft and then really push it. Like, really push it.
Well, Mega Inferno Bomb is going to come through. Ruler didn't want to use his ulti. Of course, does have the zoomies available. So that will get his health bar back.
There's also the defensive itemization.
God.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about what's happening on the screen. There's the defensive itemization from Damwon as well. Stopwatch for Canyon, or Zhonya's rather. Zhonya's for Dokdam.
Yeah.
Because they recognize that as long as we don't die, we win this game. That's all you need to do. Just don't die. Because the amount of pressure that you have is not matchable.
Well, how do you look at this just minefield of vision, traps, wards, everything. Gen G, they know this Baron is getting taken, but they just go over, they get some vision. Damwon Kia not going to flip it or anything like that. Absolutely respect that decision. But Damwon Kia, they are free to go for this over and over again. And Chovy taking spears like they're corky rockets right now.
Yuumi is slowly becoming more relevant, and maybe that's just too much poke. That's just too much.
Yeah. And there's still that ward in the back of the pit as Damwon Kia. Only 2 people required, as it turns out. Peanut.
Hoya needs to tank for a little bit.
That Shock Blast connects onto Ruler.
They're doing it pretty slow. Callan's there.
Yeah, that is going to be the stun onto Peanut. They just obliterate him. He's not allowed to play this game right now. Wasn't for a very long time, as well as the Baron. Still aggroed. Hoya in the pit. Does still have dominance available if they need to, and they just take the Baron. Just beautifully done from Damwon Kia from start to finish. It's hard to watch, not gonna lie.
It is.
This kind of shutout, like Gen G being disallowed from Game 5.
It's hard. It's so hard to talk about it in the context of this series that was so close.
Yeah.
From start to finish, and a lot of the patterns that we saw, Gen G's early lead, right? Their impeccable team fighting, Damwon's snap, shot, decision making. That was all great. That's not what's happening in this game. There's the 10 stacks Magi's coming through here. Double Zhonya's finished.
Yeah.
I was expecting Dokdam to just go straight into death cap, but it's looking like they are, again, going very hard in defensive itemization as 4.5K.
This is just the biggest jungle gap I've seen in a really long time.
And to reiterate,
it's not
if you think this is on Peanut, you don't understand what happened in this game, right? Like, that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
At no point, sure, there were some moments, maybe Peanut could have taken a different pathing. Maybe the rest of the team had, like, some windows to come and help.
But this is what Damwon Kia afforded themselves in the draft, and then Canyon made sure that he didn't give Peanut a way back in. Read him like a book. Every early game decision that he made, there was absolutely nothing that Peanut could do. Shock Blast connects onto Ruler, and man.
That makes it even worse, is that, yes, Renekton is in this draft, and Nidalee is, but the poke of Ziggs, Renekton doesn't have poke, come on. Of Ziggs, Jace, and Nidalee is so impressive, even into a Yuumi, that they can take any objective. It doesn't matter. Man, this is such a wild game after what was such a competitive series.
It was. Now we're going to go for the hard engage. Chovy picks up his cat and tries to get something done. It's a knock up onto Kellen, but that's not going to be it as now Hoya tries to get into the backline. Ruler does lock down the kill onto Kellen. Peanut taking a fair bit of damage. He still has the onslaught of shadows as Dokdam goes golden. Hoya now just trying to stand in front of him. The knockback, Dokdam out of mana completely. Chovy finds the Orb of Deception and picks up that kill, but Canyon is still standing. Flashes Doran, gonna flash away from him. It's a one fight for Gen G. My hair is getting more and more scared by the minute.
3 for 2, favorable trade. Key thing here, can they get themselves this Drake? Oh, Ruler.
Oh God, spear doesn't connect, and Canyon is just dead. He needed that spear to land, and it didn't work out. So they managed to lock down the kill, and this is another
Atlas.
Drake going to Gen G.
Atlas, what's happening to your hair?
I think we might need to get the clippers ready as well. I mean, it's still a gigantic lead for Damwon Kia, but this is still a Drake. This is still bounty gold. Going over to Gen G, they still have a composition that is very happy to scale. One more level, and we are going to start throwing ornaments all around the map.
as Chovy is the one that starts up this fight, and immediately with Doctum already being fairly low in mana, they're not able to get a lot done. So much of the damage here is dodged. Crucially, and Hoya, not really the tanky lineup you're looking for, and as strong as Damonkia is in terms of gold, Doctum has no mana, and a lot of their damage is coming from skill shots. Showmaker going in so deep here, and Canyon missing a couple of crucial spears. Doran flashing over the wall.
와드 없어, 와드 없어.
Yeah.
뭐야 이거 개꿀!
What is this? Free gold for Ruler. And now he's 3-0-0. He's got 3 items. He's got a Hex Drinker.
He's still playing into a Pocomp. Yeah. That's 8k gold ahead.
But he has a Syzygy.
I'll take it. I'll take it. If Tottenham loses, I gotta join you. Not in going bold because I'm trying to do the opposite, but I need to do something.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any suggestions that don't involve shaving
Well, I
my
mean,
head?
I don't want to shave my head either. Like, my hair is part of my identity and my brand. So
Yeah, but I've been spending the last 3 months trying to grow it out. I'll do
I've
a lot.
spent my
I'll do
entire
a
life
lot.
with this haircut.
Can't do it, Atlas.
All right, well, I'm
I'll
actually
cook
getting
you-
very nervous.
I'll cook you a 3-course dinner from start to finish.
You want to do that anyway. That's a good thing. You love that. You've invited me
But
over to
don't
dinner
call
so many
me out.
times.
I'm trying to offer you something here. Oh, here they go.
Yep, Chovy looking for the charm. Doesn't find the Everfrost. Good feet from Hoya for a little while, but the Shock Blast is going to connect. And remember, the money is still there for Damwon Kia. These Shock Blasts are devastating. As Damwon, they do have an open avenue on the top side of the map. So despite the fact that the minion wave is a billion miles away, can still just kind of waltz on up there and try and get that map control. 8,000 gold is the lead. Void Staff complete from Canyon.
As good as the lead is, again, Genji's comp is ludicrous. Ludicrously good. It just becomes about whether they can actually fight. And their Hon engage is so incredible. As long as Chovy and Ruler are full health.
Yeah. And
Genji
look,
can
they've got
fight.
bounty gold everywhere as well.
They
Peanut's
do.
going to come down towards the bottom side there, guaranteed to get this turret. And you can see there are a lot of pings going out onto the Baron that is just starting to spawn. Chovy does have his teleport available, and Peanut is immediately booking it back to get in the vicinity of this Baron.
You have to. Yeah, the Baron is such a key objective here.
Yep.
And if that goes over to Damwon Kia, that's when the siege can come through again. The auto shove's going to help them finally crack open those inhibitors.
Ward goes
The
over.
Genji.
Peanut going to clear this one out. Shock Blasts are missing. The poke needs to land if Damwon Kia wants a free avenue towards their second Baron of the game. Bouncing bombs come through. Chovy checking the flanks, wanting to get his opportunity to come on over. Damwon Kia with a lot of control now, but Doran starting to get tanky, starting to get more and more powerful. The red buff goes over to Canyon, but it's starting to feel less and less important as the composition is beginning to come online slowly but surely for Genji. As Solar Flare connects onto Chovy, Mega Inferno Bomb does get the ulti out of the Ahri.
Dogdom Zoom.
Yeah. Hoya wants to try and lock down Peanut. Okay, ulti comes through, gets a nice little knock up there onto Canyon. And now Kellen possibly picked off. The final chapter comes in and Chovy locks down the kill. Where's the answer from Damwon? It does not exist. And Genji now able to get into the Baron pit, and it feels like this game has turned.
Your poke needs to land for you to actually make this work. And Showmaker not hitting the shock blasts. Canyon not hitting the spears. Dogdom.
Have you heard of the
Very
ruler
often.
ending? Because he's about to Flame Horizon his opposition, and Ruler has carried many a game in the past.
Genji win this game.
I mean, how long until I have to shave my hair? Because
No one is allowed. You can do it after 5. That's fine.
Okay.
No one is allowed to ever pick Renekton. This is if even a stalwart defender of any draft. If Renekton literally lose this game, I can't do it anymore, Atlas.
But
I can't do it.
the absurd thing is that you've got massive CS leads in the mid lane, in the bottom lane. Like, it's just Canyon has all
And
of the stacks of cash that Damwon have, and Genji are going to give up this Drake. They don't care about this Drake. It's not the soul, because they were able to avoid the
Well,
spear.
It's still really bad.
I mean, yes, but
They
it's still not the soul.
Well, no, that's true.
Mega Inferno Bomb. That is going... Oh, God. Chovy takes most of his health buff. As now Canyon has found Peanut once again. Oh, my God. The damage is just absurd. As he dash cannons his way forward. Does he have another pounce? The answer is yes. And he's got a flash. That's a solo kill. And Damonkia, these skirmishes, these are the ones they're good at. Being able to chase down their opposition when they have that advantage. The Baron is alive and the Gen G jungler is dead. This could mean that Damonkia can get over there. Find yet another lead.
Still available for Gen G. Dorn, the goat and the cat together on an adventure.
Yeah. And there's a bird here as well. Fox coming up. The menagerie has arrived.
Where's the horse?
Well, the horse is in the death chamber, unfortunately. Again, as Kellen might have been caught out of position one more time. He feels like free food right now. They aren't going to press too deep. In goes the Ornhorn. The flash from Doctum is beautifully timed as Chovy manages to pick off Canyon in the backline, but he does go golden. In the end, Ruler has locked down to the kill. Onto Showmaker. Chovy finds the backline and Canyon is dead. And the essence comes in and I'm going bald. It's happening.
They get the Baron! No way!
Can I take it back? Ah! Oh my God. This is just ridiculous. Triple kill for Chovy on his Ahri. The inner turret is going to go down. And Gen G are pushing in to try and break open the base. They've got double siege minions here. Peanut, he's cantering towards the mid lane. He's like, what happened, guys?
Did I miss it? Did I oversleep?
Oh my God. Gen G, can they just do it? 3 seconds. There's the knock-up onto Hoyer. He does manage to go golden. The gold from Kellen there as well, but Hoyer is already dead. Showmaker trying to get in here, trying to lock this one down, but the Nexus turret is going to go. They just need to focus the Nexus. And Gen G, from this moment, they will be able to win Game 5, and they are facing T1 in the final, and I'm going bald. What the heck was that?
One of the most one-sided early games that I have seen in competitive play.
I'm not ready.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
My God. To be able to hold on after that.
To not